Good evening, ladies and gents. Good evening, good evening. Go ahead and let some people go ahead and drop on in here and we'll see what's going down. We will be having, at some point, Chris from Saturn Memories will be popping in. So, there's that. On top of that, we have a possibility of the Virtual Schlub possibly popping in, and maybe Dave from the Shiro podcast. In the meantime, though, let me go ahead and see if anybody can hear. I want to make sure all the audio is good. We go through our little random checks. And there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just going to let that delay happen and let y'all do what y'all do. Excuse my mechanical keyboard. I got to make sure everybody knows.
Well, speak of the devil, here I am.
Hey! Hey, spell Taromaru for me. My brain just went stupid there.
T-A-R-O.
Okay.
M-A-R-U.
M-A-R-U. There we go.
Also, I'll be stuffing my face full of Arby's during this, too.
That's amazing. This is the quintessential stream. For anybody who's never caught one of the Sunday Let's Plays, for any of our new subscribers who might be catching in, if you are expecting a walkthrough or a guide, I've got news for you. There might be a chance of that with Chris being here. But truth be told, we kind of sit up on the couch, play games, talk stuff to each other, talk about the game, and it's kind of like being back in the 90s or even the late 80s with everybody sitting in front of that TV. That's kind of what we do. So y'all are more than welcome to join in with the conversation. Go ahead and drop it in the chat. We always love having conversations amongst each other, and we always love answering some of y'all's questions and being poked and prodded, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'll try to help you out where I can. The game's pretty, I wouldn't say straightforward, but like once you get all the controls down, you kind of just wing it. It's like a shmup. It's hard to coach somebody through it.
Exactly. You just kind of got to know where you're at and do what you do. But we are about to get started. I'm going ahead and let everybody jump in for the moment. And if you didn't already realize from the title, we are playing Psychic Assassin Taromaru or Taromaru or however you say it. I know my Japanese is absolutely atrocious, so I'm not even going to try to say the Japanese name whatsoever. But
Shinrei Jusatsushi, Jusatsushi Taroumaru, I think is how you'd say it.
I got you. Well,
it's basically, I think in like the most literal translation, it's like evil spirit Assassin Taromaru or Spirit Assassin Taromaru, something like that.
Yeah, it's the translation of it's like multifaceted. If I could please get anybody to go ahead and drop something in the chat. Just make sure audio's good. I don't want to be talking to me and Chris. I'm sure y'all can hear me because I previewed the stream before, but I just want to make sure.
Well, if you keep talking here, I can just
yeah. Check the options out real fast. All the options in Japanese. We're just going to let a default setting. We're just going to leave the default setting. And we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. See what's going down. You know what I mean?
Everybody. I clicked on paused it. I can hear you just fine. Or unmuted the stream. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Cool stuff.
So you're good.
Cool stuff, man. One player, as usual. We're going to play a samurai man.
Samurai man, you're talking about the Buddhist monk?
No. Sure. We're going to play with the dude that's in blue. How about that?
Okay, he's basically, I guess he looks like a ninja more than anything.
Yeah. Ninja, whatever you want to call it. And I played this last night, and it's pretty decent. Get that charge shot. Oh, I can't even shoot yet. What am I talking about?
Yeah, the charge shot is like the most beneficial way to go.
Hey man, my shmup skills are on point, dude.
Well, once you get it charged fully up, like it'll ricochet around the screen and kill a whole bunch of different enemies. But like,
oh, dude, I almost made that one.
You're kind of at a disadvantage though, because it takes a while to really get it charged. So being able to rapid fire really helps out, and if you have a turbo controller, you know, it just makes it so much easier. It saves your thumb.
Yeah, and for those of you who might be annoyed by the incessant clicking going on with my controller, I'm actually working on getting a different mic so y'all ain't got to deal with that all the time. That way we can kind of alleviate some of that noise. But for the time being, this is what I have. I apologize in advance. Oh.
And the real nice thing about this game is it gives you a shield, and it has a very low cooldown, so you can abuse the hell out of it.
I know, right? Like right there with the freaking, they're gonna come back at me 1 second. Come on, dude. The freaking bombs always piss me off. And here in a second, I'm about to have old Jujitsu run from the bulls. Like, the first time I ever played this game, them bulls ran the crap right there. I messed up. That's probably because I'm running on the frame meister. Got a like half a second delay.
Now, what's really neat about this game is it plays a lot like you would expect a treasure game to play, where you just get pummeled with bosses again and again and again throughout the game.
Exactly, really cool, dude. Exactly, man. You got the freaking boss element in this. Because I mean, hold on. This is going to be one of them games that's going to be hard for me to talk to.
I'll try to pick up the slack where I can.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that,
roast beef sandwiches.
And you know, Chaz was playing this game earlier, and he addressed a point that I'm trying to get that charge shot up. He addressed a point that I'm also going to address. I really wish this game had a melee mechanic for whenever you're up close and personal. And me looking at the chat's probably not going to happen.
Well, you do have a slide, which helps a lot. If you just do down and jump.
Yeah.
Which can help you evade a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's helping me out right here a lot. Oh, that freaking dude's head followed me.
But yeah, the reason I also bring up Treasure is because there is at least one person from Treasure who worked on this game. He was a graphic designer, so I don't know how much input probably didn't have very much input on how the game actually plays, but like I said, it does play a lot like a Treasure sort of game.
Exactly, and I didn't even know this thing was actually made by Treasure for the longest period of time.
Oh, it's not. It's not made by Treasure. Like I said, there's at least one person from Treasure who worked on it, but it was made by Time Warner Interactive.
But see, everything I've saw about it is like saying things along the line of I'll jump right into it. Everything I saw about it was talking about. Oh, I didn't dodge out. Everything was talking about that somebody from Treasure had been involved with it. Man,
yeah, basically he was an artist, though.
Okay.
He wasn't. Yeah, so I don't know how much input he had on how the game actually plays, but you know, there was at least one person involved from Treasure on it.
Okay.
But it was actually developed by Time Warner Interactive, who. Well, they were pretty much, they bought Atari in the early 90s, the consumer division of it, Tengen, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Tengen.
Yeah, so that's who was basically developing this game, the Japanese branch of Tengen.
I gotcha. Dude, I am taking this little bit of life I have left for as far as I can go, and there it went. I'm about to turn up into a log. That is the coolest part about this, though, is you turn up into that log whenever you die.
But, Sam...
It's David! Oh, what?
Yeah. by some grace.
Sega Saturn Shiro. Sega Saturn Shiro. The Shiro gods have spoken.
The kid went to sleep, yeah. So Hiroshi Uichi is who you're talking about. He was renowned for Gunstar Heroes and Radiant Silvergun. And he left Treasure to join Time Warner Interactive in '95.
Right.
Yeah, but then there were some disagreements, and then he was rehired to join Treasure back in '97. That's how he worked on Radiant Silvergun.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like Gunstar Heroes, then this game, then Radiant Silvergun, Ikaruga, Gradius 5. Lots of great games.
Time Warner Interactive didn't last because they closed down like at the very end of '96. and then the following month this game came out. So
I know.
that's part of why this game's so expensive. Like there was only one print run of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, my freaking shield. And you know
he
what?
did Bucky O'Hare too.
I think my pad, my main Saturn pad is starting to have some issues because like it's not wanting to target half the time.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm trying to press the fire button and it's not wanting to do anything, and then I try to hit my shield and it's not wanting to do anything again. Oh, this is getting me pissed off. How many lives do you actually get? I mean, I know you get plenty, but
I don't know, but I know Chaz, that was a confusing thing for him too. He thought he had one more life than he really did. So
oh, this dude
cut
right.
short.
Right.
And when you get good at this game, like really good at it, it's a one credit clear is like totally within the realm of possibility.
I'm just gonna button mash the hell out of this.
Hey, look at these clouds. Look at like there's like multiple true transparencies going on here. You got the clouds are transparent, like the fog is transparent, and then also the shadows are transparent. I didn't know that it could do that.
You know, now you say that.
I knew that you could. I knew that they could use soft. I mean, they could program transparency, but I thought if there was one transparency going on, the rest had to be done with meshes. I didn't know they could do multiple.
Oh, there's all kinds of ways you can. Well, there are games that have multiple transparencies on them, like plenty of them.
Yeah, but like Mega Man X4, like they had the foreground transparency, so then the searchlights had to be like mesh transparencies because they couldn't. I don't know. They're definitely using some kind of technique.
But I mean, don't
like,
you wish that this game had like multiple psychic attacks to where like you could combo and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do have one other psychic attack that you can use.
Yeah, there's like
the possession one.
Yeah, that's the A button, right?
Yeah, you gotta hold it, charge it. You can take control of another enemy, and then you can also detonate them and use them as a bomb.
But like the only time I've ever even used that, it's never really seemed all that effective.
No, yeah, I haven't thought so either. I love how gruesome this game is, though.
Yes.
Don't kill the gummy mask things or whatever the hell they are. You can run into them. You can just run into them. They won't hurt you.
I know, but I'm like trying to destroy everything, man.
Yeah, but sometimes it's better if you can bypass an enemy to just bypass them.
Trying to make me out to be a little snob knocker. Can you like beat the game, you know, without killing all the enemies, man? I don't know. I'm just messing with you, dude.
But they're like, in terms of transparencies, I'm trying to think. Like Burning Rangers has a bunch of glass in it that's transparent, and then at the same time, the fires are transparent, and they can be on screen at the same time. So that's another game that does it. Multiple transparencies.
But I don't know if you noticed when he was fighting that spider, the spider's shadow was mesh transparency, whereas the fog and his shadow are true transparency. So that's kind of there's a limit where they kind of like run out.
Hey, we got Sega CD Universe in the house again. Dude, if you got a Discord chat, man, holler at me, dude. We're gonna take care of you. Oh, come on, dude. I like completely evaded that one. This is like one of the guys I really, really, really hate. Go on and transform, then. Yeah, I hate it when this dude transforms. Oh, shit, dodge that one.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's almost, when I look at this game, I almost think that they must have had like the concept in mind first, and then like built the graphics and everything else around that concept. Like, wouldn't it be great to, you know, smash up Shinobi with, or like a side-scrolling brawler with like a layer section kind of thing.
Right.
It's kind of like a shoot 'em up, but not even a regular shoot 'em up. It's kind of like layer section where you have that reticle, you know. It's just way different.
It's a run and gun, but
Yes.
it doesn't quite work like your traditional run and gun because, like
Right.
like Dave said, the reticle.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally different.
It's
And it works well. It works surprisingly well.
That was my third life, I believe. Yeah, that's my first continue.
It's fun looking at all those little sprites. Like the neck is just like 100 tiny different sprites.
I mean, this is pure perfection showing off what this console can do.
Yeah, what it's good at. I mean, you know, you've got like a beautiful scrolling layer in the background, and then the water ripple effects and the 3D. I do like that, the combination of like 2D and 3D. It works really well here.
Yeah, it blends together really well. It's like this game does a lot of things just exceptionally, and I don't get where people come off and say, it's overrated. It's not. It's
the
good.
price. It's the price. People balk at that. But then again, you can't look at it from, you know, just look at it for what it is, you know.
Talking about I need a freaking turbo controller, man. I am the turbo controller. I am the turbo controller.
I warned you going into it. Like, this game, you really have to use turbo.
Do you know how many different times I've used, like, I've got 4 or 5 turbo controllers for my Genesis, and I broke 2 of them. Like, they don't even work anymore. I let one of them, I just let my daughter use. So, like, she'll sit here and watch me play, and for her, it's like, you know, oh, I got a controller like Daddy does.
Well, you'll break your thumb off if you try to use like a traditional grip. If you use your thumb, it hurts after a while. But if you stick the controller in your lap and you kind of play it like joystick,
exactly, that's exactly how I've got it in my hand right now.
Yeah, that kind of works for me. And then I switch off between like first finger or middle finger, just, you know, to try to like give yourself a break from the fatigue.
Now this dude right here, this is for anybody who does burn this game, which I don't assume that anybody's gonna actually buy this game.
Right.
Basically, you're, I'm trying to remember. I'm in the middle of this fight, and I'm trying my best to keep my attention on stuff. The controllers, come on, Dave, save me, man. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say?
I don't know. I wasn't
the shoulder buttons. The shoulder buttons are how you go in between your targets. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Toggles the reticle.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna run through all this. I ain't even freaking screwing with this as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. But like, here's some like
good
game design.
Exactly.
There's verticality to this boss battle, and then there's also a seesaw at the bottom. Like, it just, little touches like that make it not just another normal boss battle, you know.
This battle right here, I absolutely hate this dude, like, with a passion.
Mm-hmm. Here's where it feels like Shinobi to me. It's like the where he's climbing from the beam there, you know, hanging from the beam. And
honestly, this is one of the easier bosses. Like, the one you fought in the boat is like 10 times harder than this snake boss.
Oh, no, yeah, but the thing with the snake boss that I hate is just the little pepper things he throws down, and then on top of that, he's got that thing that comes right back at you, and it irritates the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an easy fight.
Abuse that shield more, because it's...
The reason I'm not even hardly using it, dude, is because my pad won't freaking, like, it's not recognizing it half the time.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Pad.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to turn the controller off. I mean, turn the console off to do that.
Yeah.
And I really don't want to have to turn the console off again. And for anybody wanting to know how I'm playing this, I am playing this through a non-modified Sega Saturn with a backup chip. That is exactly how I'm playing it. I ain't even gonna lie about this. I do not own $500, $600 game.
No. I think through this section you can just hit downs. No, I don't think you can do that. can't remember. I was gonna say I thought there was like a down jump, but that'll make you slide.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would be afraid to own this game. I would be looking at it every day for disc rot.
Dude, you ain't lying.
Actually, if I looked at it every day, that would be exposing it to oxygen. So.
Dude, my platforming skills are not on point for this level. They are not on point at all.
You know, to be fair though, even in Shinobi, you can't throw the shurikens while moving, you know? So people criticize that. And I know that kind of sucks that you can't fire while moving. But it's kind of similar in that same way, but because there's no melee attack, I think it's felt a little bit more.
Does that little section right there with the, oh crap, with the whole, like you got the rotating spiral of fire, does that not remind anybody of some of the some of the games we actually have on mobile now?
Sure. It reminds me of Mario. It reminds me of like old Nintendo design. You have to like wait for wasn't there something like that in the Super Mario world?
You're talking to the wrong person on that one.
Okay, well, this whole vertical level where you're kind of dodging the spikes and having to wait for those things to turn around, the fireballs to turn around, it kind of reminds me of like classic 2D game design. Nothing incredibly original.
Nah. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's good stuff. I mean, it's good classic game design.
Ah, crap. I'm about to die again. I'm about to turn into a log once more, brothers.
Try using that slide a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
We got him. We got him. But
yeah, and your shield, like whenever you've got those.
He's having trouble getting the controller to register with the shield.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, sorry if I wasn't listening.
No, it's not wanting to play nice with that right now.
That's not good.
No, it is not. But this is like my oldest controller I have, so.
I should tear it down.
I have.
Oh yeah.
Like I just literally cleaned it like a week ago. These freaking bird people just die. Oh, there goes my shield finally. What pisses me off is as soon as you kill one of them, another one pops in. Yeah, I've had this disc for like, I don't know. This actually is on Memorex. Like that's how old I've had this one. Yeah, they're gonna take a whole life from me already. And keep getting knocked down. Them freaking like tornado things are what piss me off.
Hey Chris, would you say, looking at this, that this looks better than, say, Symphony of the Night or Nocturne of the Moonlight port? Or does it look like it has the same issues? You may not have heard me.
He's eating, dog.
Oh, he's eating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, bon appetit. I'm just looking at I mean, because it's a very similar style game, you know, the 2D and 3D mixed.
You know, I have to agree with you. Like, it does seem very reminiscent of Symphony of the Night. Dude, my
Especially
freaking...
when you're going up the stairs and stuff like that, the stairs are 3D. And you do kind of get I don't know, I'd have to compare them side by side. But I don't feel like you have here all the pixels look, you know, nice and even, whereas with the Saturn port you had that weird thing where they'd kind of get bunched up. They had to kind of like squeeze it or something like that, so you didn't have like a even pixel ratio.
I'll be honest with you, my shoulder buttons aren't acting right now. Like, I'm not trying to blame my I'm not trying to blame my control pad for my bad gaming, but it's kind of irritating me a little bit.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second.
You good, man?
Apparently, Jake Arrieta just signed with Philadelphia, so yay. I don't know if anybody follows baseball or not. Whatever.
If it ain't the Red Sox, I don't hardly pay attention to it.
Hey,
From Louisiana,
guys.
and you like the Red Sox?
What's up, bro?
Well, that's me. That's me out. That's about as much as I can do.
I got you.
I gotta get back to it. But anyway, it was fun.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming out, even for the short time.
I always try.
All right, bro.
All right. We'll see you guys.
All right, now. So, like, I am not hitting the right spot on this guy at all. It doesn't help. There's like 1,000 different things that I can target.
Well, you need to first up, go to the right side of the screen so you're like far away from him.
I got you.
And you want to rapid fire those flames that he's shooting into you back into him.
I got you.
And make sure you spam that shield too.
Working on it. Like I said, ain't having a lot of luck with the There we go. Finally, this is why we have Saturn memories in the mix. And here comes them guys again. No, I'm just getting away from y'all. We're just getting past y'all. I ain't dealing with this, man. How did that even hit me? Yo, give me the tofu. Come on. Killing the priest. Killing the priest. Oh, I forgot about that.
Go. Oh, get that sushi there. Yeah, rice balls or whatever the hell it is.
See, I wish whenever you did the shield attack, it was, you know, more like a repulsive, like it knocked the enemies back or something, like knocked them back away from you, where you had some free space, especially with how much, you know, the screen just gets cluttered up. Because I mean, it does kind of, you know, give you a little bit of breath, but it doesn't seem like it gives you near as much as it probably should.
Like, it kind of works like a beat 'em up too, whereas if you learn how to manage the enemies, it's never really a big deal.
And I've yet to have a chance to really get a charge shot off in a minute. I did handle that spot pretty well, though. Oh, no. Oh, dude, really? I went log again, folks. I think that was my third. Yep. One more continue, I think.
Well, I think you're going to get to the frog boss, which is pretty cool, so you'll get to show that off at least.
Almost. Come on, where are you going to be at? Oh, you're going to be all the way over there. Of course you are. Doesn't matter. Come on, pop back up. There you go. Oh, this is playing hell on my fingers. And you got freaking new Jitsu Samurai wannabe over here. Give me that. Yeah. Oh, these craps again.
You can use that. You can use the shield to get a little bit of extra hang time to avoid that laser, but it looks like you already passed it.
Yeah.
Past that boss. And the same principle works in the stall too. You can use the stall's attack to get a little extra air time to avoid some projectile attacks and stuff like that.
Oh crap! How do you avoid getting ate by that dude?
I don't think I ever figured that out. Like, I always at least get eaten by him once. I can usually beat him before he eats me a second time.
Here we go. Oh, he got me. That's all good though. I got him. Boom. There we go. That 2.5D, man, that parallax was insane right there, dude.
This part's pretty simple inside the frog's stomach. Just stay on in one of the corners, basically, and you know, attack the worms if they come near you. Or, well, use your shield if the worms come near you, and attack the holes.
I got you, I got you. Yeah, I just need an arcade stick for this one.
It's just a really easy section because you don't have all that stomach acid dripping down on you if you hide in the corner.
Right. We almost got it. My fingers are almost dead, boys and girls.
And you got to replay it for another half hour yet.
Oh my god. We might just throw in a fan request on that.
Switch to a different game?
We might very well do it. Because I don't know if I can do this twice.
We'll have to do something fairly quick, I guess.
I mean, we'll just do what we do. We ain't got to worry about Chaz's live stream because his is after ours, so. I mean, his was before ours today.
Oh, do something arcadey.
Yeah.
You play another Time Warner Interactive game.
No.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, you could play hard driving, or race driving, rather.
Nah, we're not going to do that. I can't remember this boss at all.
Time Warner Interactive's virtual racing.
No.
No. I legitimately like both those games.
I'm sure you do, Chris. Char shot. God damn you. I guess it's just a method of patience.
So have you ever beaten this game?
I have once or twice. I mean, I don't play it very often, so. Like these freaking, what's it called? The force field things are just irritating me. I can't remember how to get around them. Because like I'm barely getting any attack time on them whatsoever.
You have to switch the target and, you know, target them.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm so I don't even know.
Yeah, they eventually go away. It's just if you were able to rapid fire, you'd be fine.
Like I'm seriously about to just turn my mic down because of how loud it is. There you go. Oh my god, that freaking hurt my fingers. Like you have no idea. I mean, yeah, you probably do, but still.
I do. That's why I use turbo, you know?
This is not like playing Myst.
No, not at all.
Oh, how did that even hit me? You know, that's the one thing. Like, I normally play these kind of games on my CRT. All right.
If you ever try to play this again on stream, you may want to consider emulating it, because then you can set up your rapid fires and stuff that way.
Oh, we almost got him. It's all good. Oh, come on. Ah! I'm trying to make it to the last bit. Only thing I got, what, 2 more bosses?
I think I got quite a few more than that.
Oh, shit, dude. I thought I was closer to that.
Yeah, like the last stage alone has like 4 bosses, I think.
I got you.
Remember, that's that rooftop segment where you go around the 4 corners of the roof?
Yes.
And there's like a boss on each corner of it. Or side, rather, not corner.
I'm just hang timing this the whole way down.
And then there's like the fox-tailed, the fox with 9 tails. That
well, see, I thought I was closer than that. I thought I was closer to the foxtail than that.
You still got quite a bit. Like, even before you get there, you have like you have the dude who has that machine by the ship. Right. It's basically like a spider thing, and then a robotic spider thing, and then there's a suit of armor you gotta beat, and then the foxtail thing, and then you got like the 4 bosses up on the building. And then there's a dragon boss at the end.
Oh, you stupid. Yeah, I hate this part.
Just lots and lots and lots of bosses.
Oh. He's gonna flop on that. Long run. That might as well have been what I call this stream. Try to beat it in less than an hour.
I'm surprised you're still going.
Dude, I'm trying. I think that was my last life though. No, I still got one more. I'm not exactly how sure this much is gonna go utilizing that freaking they hit me mechanic. Oh, come on, dude. Trying my best, dude. There is just so much crap coming at me.
Yeah, I don't think it would be possible to do a no damage run in this game.
No.
But it is possible to get through it without dying, though. I've done it.
Alright.
And cut your losses and try to avoid these guys, because I just think they just keep coming, so.
Oh, yeah.
And use your shield to get that extra hang time. Like if you can't make it into the little groove there on this boss. So like jump and use shield.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, Chris.
Well, you gotta remember I'm like 30 seconds behind you, so.
Oh yeah, I know. I wasn't meaning it like that, brother. I'm like getting so few actual hits in though, it's pissing me off. At least my shield button's working a little better. Almost there, almost there. I'm surprised Mr. Rosa isn't with us today. He must be, I think he's on vacation or something. Oh, no, give me my rice cake. Oh, I was just screwed.
Have to get AJ in here sometime.
Dude, I conveyed that I would love to have him on, but I think his setup isn't the best for doing live streaming. I don't actually think he's got the setup for it. At least that's what it kind of seemed like based on what he was saying to me. So,
yeah, he hasn't been working with the best equipment for like the longest time. But it's amazing what he's been able to do with what he has.
That's what I was about to say, man. I mean, I sent him a parcel in the mail, and I don't know what he's going to do, if he's going to say something about it or, you know, how he's going to do it. But I was trying, if he's listening to this, it's going to piss me off because I wanted him to read it instead of me say it. But I've been watching his stuff since like 2015, like back whenever he was with like doing the My Life with Sega. Yeah. I've been watching him since then.
Yeah, his stuff's always been really good. I was kind of surprised when he left those guys.
I didn't realize he had left.
Oh, he started up his own channel. He's doing a Mastercast TV now.
Well, I mean, you got lots of YouTubers who are on multiple channels.
Oh no, he hasn't been with them for like 2 years now, at least.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah, I talked to him. As far as I know, there wasn't anything. There weren't any issues or anything. He just wanted to try to strike out on his own.
I got you. Oh, you stupid. Go ahead, bro.
This log rolling section, you can literally just bypass all these enemies. You don't even have to deal with them.
I was trying to, but it just wasn't seeming like it was working.
Yeah. All you do is you just log roll your way across the screen, and then that's it.
Ah, get off me, bitch. There we go. Spider.
The mechanical spider boss. I think after this you fight the pseudo armor.
Shield is your friend.
Oh yeah.
So long as you're actually paying attention to it. Get on my level, bitch. That's what I want. Come on. Turned into a log again.
No game over yet, though?
Not yet. But now that you said something, it's probably going to happen. Got him. Yeah, I don't know how many lives I got left. Oh, shit. Dude, it is what really pisses me off is in Red Samurai I have the ability to do that like slicing jump as I go up through the air. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it. I say that, but we're making it. And like that freaking... Nah, dude. It just irritates the hell out of me. I know I'm about to be a log all over again. I mean, literally, I'm within an inch. Samurai armor time. Here we go.
Yep.
Oh, I need to get a hold of the head. There's my log. Game over. Game over on the Samurai. Jesus, we are not done yet. Somebody please in the comment thread. Somebody please in the comment thread. Throw down a game you want us to play, and I'm about to pop it up in the Saturn. Y'all gonna have about 45 seconds.
Make him play something really terrible.
Don't say crap like that, man. I should totally just like give y'all options instead of telling y'all everything, because then I'm gonna have to like scroll through all my crap. Oh god. Nothing yet?
No.
Vampire Mike, you still up in the pot? You still up in here, baby?
No, he hasn't said anything since he said, "Hey, buddy."
Oh, well, crap. Come on now. I know somebody's got something they want us to play. What do you want me to play, man?
Oh, I don't really care. If you only have 12 minutes left.
Yo, I know what we're gonna play.
I would just pick an arcade game.
In the same vein. Y'all ready for it? Play us some Darius Gaiden. Play us some Darius Gaiden, man. Y'all ready for this crap? Oh. Boot this bad boy up.
Side story.
I know, right?
No, it's not really a side story.
I love this game. This is like one of my favorite games, period.
Got some great music and some great visual effects.
God, yes, it does.
I guess that's true of pretty much any Taito game, though. Great music, because Zuntata is just fucking amazing.
Right. How many people do we still have in the chat? Because no one's really said anything.
It says 5 people watching, and you and me are presumably 2 of them.
I'm actually not watching today because my phone is dead. Oh. Going straight in. I ain't seen nobody.
Must be the quiet types then.
Oh, of course I just went straight in with a bomb. That was genius of me.
Nice.
Just straight in. Waste it. Oh, dude. It's gonna take me a second to get back into this. I ain't played this game forever.
Kill some fish.
I know, right? Oh, dude, I am sucking so bad. And I keep wanting to freaking use my bombs. Oh my god. Makes me so sad, man. This is where my turbo controller would really come in handy.
Yeah, because I think you can hold for your shot in this, but it is actually better
it's faster.
To mash.
Yes, it's faster.
Yeah.
See, already got
you can go faster than the default rapid fire. That's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I love Darius Gaiden though. Like all the Darius games. Stay on my level, bro. The only thing I really hate about that, and I talked about it whenever we did our budget buying guide, was whenever you use the black hole feature, it completely sucks up everything on the map, including your power-ups. I always hated that.
It's the price you pay for using a bomb, like a pussy.
Hey man, sometimes it just gets rough. Sometimes it just gets rough. I ain't had a good power up in a minute. The Golden Org is approaching fast. A huge battleship of epic proportions. I'm gonna bomb the hell out of him right off the bat. Always do, man. Every single time, I always just bomb the hell out of him. Every single time. Screw your charge blast. And this is with the Frame Meister. With the Frame Meister. Once I get up into the jive of it. Because, dude, I mean, honestly, everybody wants to talk about, like, I love playing my shooters on a CRT. But even with the Frame Meister, you're only talking about, like, 2 or 3 seconds of lag. Oh, and by the way, if I can't remember, is it up or down for the hard level? Dude, I can't remember. I think it's if you go up, it's the easy level.
Yeah, I forget how it works with the Darius games.
No. This one's actually different than a bunch of them.
Oh? Yeah.
It might be the same, but I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I ran this route though. Yeah, there we go. Bullet hell time right there. That reminds me so much of Iguaruga.
I think Night Striker does something. Yeah, Night Striker does something similar.
I was actually playing Super R-Type the other day. I made a post on the Junkyard today about how Nintendo is trash, changed my mind. And I don't think Nintendo's trash. I just don't necessarily care for a lot of their stuff. Oh, it sucked. But like I was just playing Super R-Type yesterday on my wife's Super Nintendo. So, I mean, I do actually play on these consoles. Just not.
I grew up with friends who had Nintendo consoles, so you know I was exposed to all that stuff. And
I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just I don't necessarily care for a lot of the games that are exclusive to their consoles.
Like it's hard to argue with the quality of some of the stuff from like the SNES era because everybody was releasing games on that console. And there's just so much good stuff. If not from Nintendo, then from all the third parties. I mean, Nintendo today has a bad rep with third parties, but back in the day, they didn't.
Well, I mean, here's something I was mentioning to a guy. You know, a lot of people love to talk all this great stuff about, you know, what they did for, you know, consoles. But I mean, truth be told, man, a lot of their business practices were extremely corrupt, and about the only reason they even had the success they had was because of things like, you know, not allowing publishers to publish on other consoles. Well,
they were corrupt is one word, but yeah, they were designed to be anti-competitive.
I'm out of freaking credits.
That's why, like early on in the Mega Drive's lifespan,
yeah,
you have a lot of these third-party titles on the system that were programmed by Sega.
Right.
What Sega would do is they'd license the title, and then they'd program the Yuji Naka's version of what is it, Ghosts and Goblins, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's how they got around Nintendo's stupid business practices, where they wouldn't allow you to release the same games on their system, but you could license them out to the competitors, and they'd have to program them, but you couldn't do the porting yourself.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the approximate 1 hour mark. I do truly appreciate all the love and kindness and everybody who came out and did all their things and everything. If you are watching this after the fact and you didn't get a chance to see us, come on by next week. We do it same time, same place, whatever. Doesn't matter. Also, we have our poll over at the Facebook group. If you are not a member of the Facebook group, you should totally be a member of the Facebook group. Come over to the Facebook page, The Saturn Junkyard. Like us. Give us a rating if you want to. And then go ahead and hit that, not subscribe button, hit that join group button. Remember to answer the questions. If you're just by chance, somehow or another made it this far and this is the very first video you ever watched from us and you ain't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you really like it, go ahead and hit that bell icon. That way you stay up to date every single time we drop a new video or do a Let's Play like we're doing right now. Give a quick shout out real fast. Mastercast TV gave us some love in the past week. He was not able to join us. Another big shout out. Sega Lord X gave us a shout out through our podcast. So if you like our stuff, you'll probably like him. Apparently YouTube thinks we're the same thing, so they put the recommendation on our front page. But I believe that will be all she wrote today, boys and girls. Anything else you want to talk about there, Chris?
I got nothing to add. Just go to the Facebook group, like you said, like the man said, and show your face, I guess.
And most certainly go give Saturn Memories some love if you haven't already. He does some excellent playthroughs, but they're not live. So, all right, boys and girls, from all of us here at the Saturn Junkyard, this is me, Southern Sega Gentleman, signing off.